The big game, the Super Bowl, is just around the corner, and I'm excited to share with you 4 more appetizers that you can share with your guests on game day. These are going to be so great, so easy, and so delicious. I'm excited to show you. Let's get started. For my first appetizer, I'm going to make a cheese ball, a jalapeno popper cheese ball, and I'm using the recipe from my Danielle Keller Creates calendar. I will show you the cover. This is my calendar of all the appetizers that I made in 24 to make a calendar for you in 2025. And I am looking in the October month at my pumpkin cheese ball. And today we're gonna make a football cheese ball. So I'm looking at the ingredients, and just so you know, this calendar has the ingredients of every recipe, 1 appetizer per month. And then I put the QR code to the video with the timestamp of where it's located in that video, so you can see the recipe for all these appetizers in these calendar. So I'm gonna show you this recipe, jalapeno popper cheese ball, and then we'll shape it into a football. 16 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to add jalapeno peppers. These are diced in a little can here, or you could use fresh, be about 2 jalapenos seeded and diced. Then I'm gonna add about a 1/2 cup of chopped bacon. I have more bacon than I've cooked, so you need a total of a whole package, 12 ounces of bacon, and cook it and then chop it up into little crispy bits. And I'm only putting about 1/2 cup in here. The rest of the bacon is gonna be for the outside, so it looks like a football. So we're saving that. And then a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. That's about a cup. And then our seasonings are a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of onion powder. We'll just mix that all together. All right, that's all mixed together. I have a piece of saran wrap here. We're just gonna put it all on the saran wrap. Needed one more piece here. There we go. All right, and we're gonna shape that into our football. All right, we're gonna put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. We wanna be able to get that hardened up a little bit. So, and then we're gonna put our bacon bits all around it. Our cheese ball out of the fridge, been in there for 30 minutes. I think that's long enough. I can't wait any longer, really. So let's take it off, the plastic wrap off, and we're gonna get our bacon on here. This is why you want to have the reserved bacon, because you do want to have that sticking to the top and all the sides as well. And so be sure your family doesn't sneak away with any bacon, because you'll need every piece of it. And I just make sure any that's on the top can move to the sides, because those sides need to be covered. And now I'm going to transfer it to my serving dish. And I'm using my spatula to get all the way under it, because it is sticky underneath. So that way it goes on and moves quite easily. Any bits that have fallen off in transport, I'm just sticking back to the sides. And now I'm going to put Ritz crackers all around the cheese ball. And I really like it with Ritz crackers. I think it goes really well. And then we have to top it off with the laces for the football. I just use some slices of cheese that I just cut into laces. I space them out, and I think it looks great. I think it looks just like a football, and it tastes wonderful. Anything jalapeno popper dip has become one of my favorite things. I used to not like the spice, and if it's too spicy for you, use pickled jalapenos. That will help it be a lot more mild. But anyway, this is going to be perfect on our football day spread. This next appetizer is one of my favorites. These are Meatball Wellingtons, and we are going to start by slicing the mushrooms and onions that need to go into the mixture in the puff pastry. I'm going to start with my onions. Now, if I have to cut and slice more than 2 onions, I am always grabbing my Pampered Chef mandolin. Not only is it fun, I love using it, but it makes the job super quick, and it helps me reduce on the tears. This saves me from that, and also it just does it so much quicker. And like I said, it is pretty fun to use. So I'm going to slice 3 white onions and 1 red onion in total, and then I'm going to get them into my saute pan with a little bit of butter and olive oil, and I'm going to saute those and reduce those down. After about 10 to 15 minutes and the onions are nice and soft, I'm going to add some vinegar. I'm using this rosé wine vinegar since I didn't have any sherry wine vinegar or any wine on hand. And I'm just going to add about a tablespoon and just get that all simmered in with the onions and keep those reducing. Once the vinegar has evaporated and all of those onions are cooked, I'm going to move them to one side of the pan, and now I'm going to add my sliced mushrooms. I'll add those to the pan with some butter and olive oil, and I'll get those all sauteed and fully cooked. When they're done, I'm now ready to assemble my Wellingtons, and I start with my puff pastry sheet. I am only using one sheet, and I've taken it out of the freezer and let it defrost. I'm using my rolling pin to smooth it out and get it a little thinner and a little longer. I am now going to use frozen meatballs, but I've defrosted those in the microwave, and so I put 1 spoonful of the onion mushroom mixture on top of the puff pastry sheet, and then I'm adding my meatball right on top of that. I'm cutting my sheet into squares, leaving just enough of the dough so I can wrap the meatball bundle up into all of the dough. After I have them all wrapped in bundles, I am going to put them in my air fryer, but I'm going to put them on the bake setting. That way they get crisp without burning. And I'm going to put an egg wash on them. That'll give them a nice golden color. These turned out after 15 minutes. They were perfect. They are so crisp on the outside, delicious and rich on the inside, and that mushroom onion mixture was perfect. I absolutely love these. Everybody did. We served them with a horseradish cream sauce on the side, and it was perfect. This is definitely going to be a hit at your Super Bowl party. This next appetizer is so easy. It is going to be game day themed, and we are going to make a charcuterie board, and we're going to make a goalpost out of cheese slices. And we're going to use any of the deli meats we have, vegetables, cucumbers are perfect for this. And we're going to have crackers and some olives I put in a little football dish, and we have pepperoni and salami, and anything you have that you would put on a charcuterie board, you're just going to assemble it. You could do nuts, pretzels, you could even add sweet things if you want, little candies or chocolates. This is so fun and so easy, and it's going to be the perfect centerpiece for our touchdown game day football spread. Here is a way to make an easy themed food. So these are already store-bought classic red velvet bites. They could be any little muffins, any little cupcake bites that you can find. If you have a dark color, the color of your theme, my theme happens to be football day, Kansas City Chiefs, so that's why red and white. And then you can get some frosting out of the jar, or the little containers of frosting, or what I did was just have cream cheese, half a block, thinned it out with some heavy whipping cream. You can make it sweet and add some powdered sugar, but these are already sweet, so I didn't do that, but I just needed something to be able to draw. You could also, of course, get the little icing tubes and be able to pipe that on as well, but I just using up what I had, so I'm going to put that into a little baggie here and use it and start drawing out my letters. It worked out perfectly that I had enough little muffins to spell out "Let's go Chiefs," and it is going to be a perfect little thing to have as a sweet bite on our game day touchdown Super Bowl spread. I loved making these, and the family just devoured all this, and it was so good. I have other videos sharing more of these recipes. I have another video I'll put here on the screen, 15 Super Bowl game day appetizers for you to try. I also have some others for you to check out as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video. Go Chiefs!